Hey, wrestling fans! Hope you all having a good Labor Day holiday. Well, another edition of WWE Monday Night Raw is in the books, and it was a pretty good show this afternoon. It kicked off with main event Jey Uso coming out to the ring. Basically, he came down to the ring. He felt frustrated and disappointed that he didn't win the fair four-way match and became a champion. He then mentions what happened with Roman Reigns after his match with Brock Reed getting beat up. He mentions he came down to aid Roman Reigns, mentions that Roman Reigns is in the hospital. LA Knight comes down to ring, and gets in his face. He feels frustrated because he didn't win the fair four-way match, and basically the two go at it with words. Brock Reed and Brock Breakker come out. They have words with LA Knight and Jey Uso, and basically they mentioned that Paul Heyman's in the hospital because of what Reigns did to him in the ring. Then they mentioned to them, we're going to put you two in the hospital right next to Paul Heyman. Then Brock Reed and Brock Breakker challenged Jey Uso and LA to a tag team match, and of course they accepted it. Adam Pearce did make that match official. It had to be in the main event of this afternoon's Raw. So that was the main event. I thought this opening segment was okay. I'm not gonna go far as that it was a 5-star match, but it was okay. So I thought it was okay. The first match of the afternoon on Raw was a one-on-one women's tag team match, and featured Asuka and Kairi versus Raquel and Roxanne Perez. I thought this was a pretty good match all in all. I thought all 4 women put on a pretty good match in the ring. I enjoyed the match. No complaints about it. Asuka and Kairi pick up the win over Roxanne and Raquel. Adam Pearce makes an announcement that at WrestlePalooza it's going to be Io Sky versus Stephanie Valkyria for the women's world title. And I think this is going to be a very good match because I think both Io Sky and Stephanie Valkyria will put out a pretty good performance in the ring. And I'm glad that it's going to be Io Sky versus Stephanie Valkyria because I think it's going to be a very good match. So that's your first match set of WrestlePalooza. So I'm glad that Adam Pearce situated and figure out what to do with the Women's World Championship. So we're gonna have Io Sky versus Stephanie Valkyria for the Women's World title at WrestlePalooza. We have Finn Balor versus Dragon Lee. This was a very good match. I thought both Finn Balor and Dragon Lee put out a pretty good performance in the ring. I enjoyed the match. Had no complaints about the match. I thought it was a very good match. Finn Balor picks up the win over Dragon Lee. We had a 6-man tag team match. New Day and Grayson Waller versus War Raiders and Penta. I thought this was another good match. I thought all four competitors involved in this match put on a pretty good performance. I have no complaints about this match. It was a very good match. War Raiders and Penta put on War Raiders and Penta defeat New Day and Grayson Waller. Let's see what else happened. We had Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the IC title. This was a great match. A great match. It's just too bad that there was interference towards the end of it. And the interference was from El Grande Americano. So it's too bad there was interference because this was a great match between Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles. Great match. And of course, Dominic Mysterio defeats AJ Styles and retains the IC title thanks to the interference and the help from El Grande Americano. But it's just too bad that you had that interference because I thought it was a great match. We had a CM Punk segment. This was a very interesting segment. Basically, CM Punk comes down to the ring, tells the crowd that he's going to hijack the show until Seth Rollins comes out and comes face to face with him. Becky Lynch comes out and gets in his face, and she cut such a great promo in the segment. She read CM Punk the riot act. This got Becky Lynch's great promo. She gave a great promo. Basically, she tells him that you're a liar. You're a liar and you're nothing. And my husband, me and Seth Rollins, is nothing like you. Instead tells him, when you left the first time, not only affect my husband, Seth Rollins, and other people, but it affect me. And she says that during my match, they were chanting your name. Your name. So that's going saying that the business would not be what it is today if it wasn't for me and my husband, Seth Rollins. So basically, it was back into Seth Rollins. And we run the show. And of course, Seth Rollins responds back with words. So basically, they're just going back and forth, back and forth. Seth Rollins comes out, stands on stage, and, hey, Punk, I've been looking for you all night. If you have something to say to me, why don't you come up here and say it. So, CM Punk attempts to try to go up, leave the ring, and Becky Lynch blocks him from doing it. Then CM Punk goes around Becky Lynch, stands in the front row. You see Seth Rollins walk towards the backstage again. CM Punk turns around. And then you see Becky Lynch smack the holy hell out of Punk. And Punk told her, your husband is going to regret cashing in, and you're going to regret hitting me. That sounds very interesting. Now, so then CM Punk leaves the ring, and as he's leaving the ring, Becky says, bye-bye, Punk, bye-bye. And you know that. Then backstage, CM Punk sees PS, says, where's Seth Rollins? Oh, he left already, but he'll be here next Monday. Then he asks PS, where is SmackDown this Friday? It's in Chicago, Illinois. And see, that brought a smile to CM Punk's face. Because as you all know, CM Punk and AJ Lee live in Chicago. Now, makes me believe that Punk is going to be on SmackDown, and there's a good possibility that he may bring AJ Lee with her to be on SmackDown. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on SmackDown this Friday. So I think there's a good chance that AJ's going to make a return, and we're going to have a mixed tag team match at WrestlePalooza between Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins and CM Punk and AJ Lee. So there's a good possibility that could happen. The match could happen if AJ Lee is to make a return. And if that happens, me and all you fans are gonna be ecstatic, because a lot of fans, including myself, have wanted AJ to come back. I mean, she was around during the Divas area. I mean, the Divas era, and so I was around for that, and she was a big part of that. I mean, she was a big role model. I mean, she was a Divas champion. She put a bunch of women over, and for some reason she left. But it's too bad she didn't stay for when the women's evolution started, which was after she left. It's too bad, because I would have been very curious of what role she'll play during the women's evolution. So it could be a great possibility that we could see Jay Lee. It's a very good possibility that we could see the return of AJ Lee, which means we could have a mixed tag team match at WrestlePalooza between Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and AJ Lee. That's only going to happen unless AJ Lee comes back. So we got to see what happens on Friday on SmackDown. We got to see if CM Punk shows up. And if he does he bring AJ Lee? So we got to wait and see what happens. But I think the chances of a return have just increased. Of what happened during this segment on Raw. So it was a very interesting segment. Now we get to the prom. Now we get to the main event. And the main event was a tag team match between Jey Uso and LA Knight versus Braun Breaker and Braun Strowman. This was a good tag team match. I'm not gonna go as far as a 5-star match, but I thought it was a decent, good match. Of course, Braun Breaker and Braun Strowman won the match, but I thought it was a decent, good match. Like I said, I don't think it was a 5-star match, but it was a decent, good match. So all in all, I thought Raw was a pretty good show. I enjoyed it. Next week, Raw will be on 8 p.m. as usual, because we're back in the States. Then the next 2 Mondays after next week, Raw's going to be an hour earlier at 7 p.m., which will be the 15th and the 22nd at 7 p.m. And that's because they want to go head-to-head with Monday Night Football. Now, to me, that's stupid. Because there's no way that you're going to compete with the NFL on Monday night. I'm sorry. So, if I were them, I would just left it at 8 p.m. like it always has been. But any event, next Monday, we'll be back at 8 p.m. Then the next 2 Mondays after next week, which will be September 15th and September 22nd, it'll be on an hour early at 7 p.m. Eastern. So keep that in mind if you plan on watching Raw. So all in all, I enjoy Raw. So I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. I can't believe tomorrow's Tuesday already and it's back to work. I mean, just Labor Day weekend just blew by fast. But anyway, it's back to work tomorrow. At least it's a short work week, only 4 days. But it's back to work tomorrow. Before I end this video, please, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my channel with subscribers. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hope you have a great Monday evening.